Okay, so it's the end of day 1, and I just weighed in at 186.4. So, a little history of my weight loss journey before December 1st. In April of this year, I decided that I was going to lose weight for the wedding and just for overall health because I, at that time, weighed 198 pounds. So really close to 200. And I felt horrible and I felt really heavy and uncomfortable and like depressed and upset all the time. So I decided to do something about it. So while out with my cousin, I was talking to her about my weight gain and how I wanted to lose weight for the wedding and how I wanted to lose weight for her wedding because I was a bridesmaid in her wedding a couple weeks ago, and I just didn't want to look big in everything. I also noticed that she lost a lot of weight too, and so she told me about keto and how she's been doing it for a while. She lost a bunch of weight on it. It's hard at first, but then it becomes a habit to eat that way, so I should try it. And I was like, I don't know, it sounds really difficult, but it looks like it works, so we'll see. And then right after she said that, the bartender overheard us. So she was like, oh my God, I was on keto. I lost 70 pounds. And she looked good. So I was like, okay, maybe being me, I did a bunch of research. I looked up meal plans. I looked up why this works, how it works, how effective is it after you stop, things like that. Because I didn't want it to be one of those diets where I lose a bunch of weight and then once I stopped following that eating plan, I gained it all back and blew up because I don't want to do that. So I did my research and, in true Leslie fashion, I looked at all my options and this seemed like it could work. And I scheduled everything out so I knew when to eat, what I was eating at that time. I made grocery lists so I knew what I was buying so I could make the stuff that I need to eat. And I started my keto diet. So at this time, I really wasn't working out as much as I should have because I just didn't have the time to. I tried kickboxing. I loved it. I just didn't have the time to commit because a lot of things were happening in my life. So I was just trying to eat right. I had started a new job and all this stuff. So, I started doing the keto diet. I was really strict the first week. And the second week, and in those first 2 weeks I lost 10 pounds. So after the 2 weeks, Cinco de Mayo happens. I cheated a little bit, but I tried to be as keto friendly as possible, and ever since I cheated a little bit, I just kept cheating a little bit. So I kept losing weight. I lost another 10 pounds after that, but we're now in November, and I lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks, and then I lost 10 pounds in 6 months. I lost another 10 pounds. So what I want to do is get back into ketosis like I was that first 2 weeks, and I was losing pretty much a pound a day. I've maintained the weight that I lost. I go up and down a pound or two here or there, but for the most part, I maintained it. To be honest, this last week, I did not do anything keto-wise because I knew that I was starting this on December 1st. And so I pretty much just ate whatever I wanted. And December 1st was like day 1 of my weight loss journey. So, like I said, today's December 1st, and I'm supposed to start my whole thing today. And I went shopping and everything like that, except when I started the day, I thought it was the 30th. So I had a coffee and a coffee roll this morning. But after that, all my snacks were keto friendly. And my meal that I ate was also keto friendly. But I didn't have my 3 meals like I'm supposed to because I didn't realize that it was the first until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, I weigh 186.4, like I said, and my hand is shaking so bad. So the hand shaking is due to caffeine withdrawals because I usually have about 3 cups by this point, and I've only had 1 cup today. So this is going to happen for the next few days. I also expect to have migraines because that's what happened last time. due to caffeine withdrawal, so I'll just have to be diligent on taking my medicine instead of relying on coffee to get rid of my migraines. I was going to put my phone on a stand and edit out the handshaking, but this is all part of the journey, and so if you're watching, it's because you want to know what happens. So yeah, I put on leggings and a sports bra and recorded myself so we can get a visual of what I look like. I'll also do measurements and put them up in the video. The sports bra I'm wearing in the video that you guys will see at the end of this is super tight around the rib cage area, but it's going to be the bra that I keep wearing every single time I do my weigh-in so that I get a feel of like if there's a change or not. Also, my leggings are a size extra large, so hopefully they get bigger on me as I start to shrink. But yeah, I'll try to wear those as long as I can until hopefully they don't hit me anymore, and then I can just get a smaller pair. So in the video, you'll see my stomach hanging out of the leggings, and then I do another with my leggings pulled up over my stomach, so that you can see what it looks like when it's down or when it's up, because that does make a difference. And I also wanted to see if me pulling them up would change, because obviously if my stomach is getting smaller and my butt's getting smaller, then I should be able to pull the leggings up higher. So that's so like I said, I've done this before. I was successful. I just didn't do it for long. But I feel like had I done it as strict as I did it the first week, and the beginning of the second week, that I would have had a way better results. So I'm just going to give it another shot. I'm also going to start kickboxing soon as I can fit it in my schedule. But for now, we're just going to be eating right, and hopefully we see some changes in my body. Banking on it, because your girl's getting married, and this round face right here isn't really ready for pictures. Along with the numbers, I also want to document the feelings, how I'm feeling. So it's going to sound like I'm complaining for a second, but just bear with me. So lately, I've been super out of breath. You can tell that in my videos. I'm also super fatigued all the time. I have migraines pretty much every day. My back hurts a lot, and my knees too. Like when I go down the stairs, my knee's been locking. I do have a previous knee injury, so that used to happen, but not as frequent. Like now, if I turn my foot to the side to go down the step, I have to turn my foot to the side to go down the step, one step at a time. Like my knee will lock, so that kind of sucks. But I'm also anemic, so that goes with like I'm always tired. I'm usually out of breath. So I want to see if any of that stuff will change, because how you feel inside is also just as important, if not more important, than how you feel outside. Along with the physical pain and discomfort that I'm feeling, I also have anxiety and dysthymia, which is kind of like depression, but it's a little bit worse and more consistent. For those of you that don't know, I'm a clinician, so I know a thing or two about diagnosis. So I'm not just saying it because I read it in a book somewhere. So without further ado, here's the video of what I look like right now and my measurements along with me posing. So if you have any questions about anything I said, keto wise or things that you want to see along the journey, updates, things like that, just ask and I'll do it. I'm new to this, so I really don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm just kind of going with the flow and hoping for the best. I will be posting weekly on my progress, so I'll just be weighing in every Sunday, hopefully posting either before Wednesday or after Wednesday, but Wednesday is my wedding Wednesday, so Wednesday's already taken. But yeah, that's the plan, and if you guys like, comment, subscribe, really appreciate it. Hit that little notification button so that you know the next time I post, and do the journey with me, and let's see how much weight we can lose. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one.